The same day, 2:40 p.m. Oh, interesting. We're guessing Ren. So they finally made it that far, have they? We were right. Look at this place. It seems everyone has received their invitations now. Invitations to what? Ren? Didn't you promise Oreos you weren't gonna host another tea party? With this, I believe everything is prepared for the party. Ren! Come on, you promised Oreos! Who shall uncover the demon's identity first? Estelle and Joshua? Or will it be the special support section? Or perhaps it will be... Whom will it be? Why all the questions? We both know you've already seen how things will play out. The dollmaker? Me? Oh no, I'm not so overconfident as to claim I can see the future. All I see are the threads that make up the tangled web of fate. I can't help but be curious as to what kind of tapestry all these intertwining destinies will weave, here in this land called Crossbell. That is all, dear Meister. Nothing more, nothing less. If you say so. I have no idea what the Mafia and that cult are planning, but I imagine things are going to get unruly. Well, I suppose we reap what we sow. Perhaps this is retribution. Retribution for what? Yes, I suppose one might say, this is retribution for all the sin that has accumulated in that vast, grey city. And here I was, certain that the Society was involved in all of this. Well, Crossbell is a neutral zone between Ouroboros and the Septian Church. The Pope prohibits the Knights from taking action here, and the Grand Master doesn't dispatch any enforcers to the area. That makes it sound like Ouroboros was maybe created, or at least one of their objectives is to oppose the Church? Perhaps? Or so they claim, anyway. I always thought that your studio was rather dubious. However, I never imagined you'd go so far as to craft your own system that can remotely interfere with Crossbell's orbital network. Thank you for that, by the way. I've had a truly wonderful time playing with it. If it was of use to you, then I suppose my efforts were worth it. When that man coerced me to cooperate, I nearly destroyed it out of spite. If he built this, like, from the ground up, it makes sense that he would be capable of fixing Potter Mater. I see that your strained relationship with the professor hasn't improved in the slightest. Head of the 13 factories, and Ouroboros' 6th Inquis, Professor Novartis. Why is he so interested in the Epstein Foundation's orbital network trial runs, anyway? He's already got his astral code. It's useless to try and figure out what that man is thinking. He was probably intending to use it for some confounded plan of his. What is that fool thinking giving away test models so haphazardly? You're referring to that red archaism that the Special Support Section fought, correct? So... Ravage is involved with the Society. From what I've seen on the terminal, it seems like quite the machine. You'd think that, but it certainly had its issues with situational awareness and apt decision-making. Seems it doesn't quite match up to your partner. I'm certain the professor has realized I'm staying here by now, hasn't he? Putting me aside for the moment, has he said anything about my friend? He's been quiet for the time being. I imagine he's preoccupied with those new machines he's working on. Great. More archaisms. We're probably going to be the ones fighting them. In any event, I've finished fixing your friend's posture control and reinforcing the structural integrity of his joints. The professor won't have any room to complain about the upgrades I've made to his creation. Thank you very much, Meister. Now, at long last, the final gamble can begin. That doesn't sound good. We are not reassured. My, such a dreary face. You crafted an assortment of imposter dolls for me, taught me how to puppet them, and allowed me to take refuge here. Oh! He's the one who made Ren's parents, the dolls that we met in second chapter. The ones that she broke. I truly am thankful, Grandpa Jorg. There's no need to thank me. I haven't done much at all. In any event, you're going to be quite busy today, aren't you? What do you say we have our afternoon tea a little early in that case? Aww. That sounds splendid. Potter Matter, let us go have tea. It will be a long day after all. Actually, it may very well be the longest day in the history of Crossbell State. That is not reassuring, Ren. Oh. It's even called The Longest Day. Finale. Crossbell's Longest Day. Wait, is the finale already? We feel like we only just started the third act. The same day, 3 p.m. But if it's the finale, things are gonna be moving fast. We don't know if we can keep up. I understand. It's unfortunate things turned out this way. We'd been hearing rumors about the missing people here and there. But it seems we were a bit too late to the punch this time. I can hardly believe that horrible cult has shown itself again after all these years. ... Arios, you were part of the team that took the cult down 6 years ago, right? Do you think there's a possibility that some of the cultists may have survived? Perhaps. We most certainly neutralized all of the lodges, but it's possible some individual members escaped and went underground. It would likely be very easy with assistance from a criminal organization. Oh, that's where Ravage comes in. And Ravage definitely seems like the most likely group to have covered for him. Why would they bother with something as risky as helping wanted cultists, though? It's hard to imagine someone as calculating as Don Marconi doing something like that. You're absolutely right. There are plenty of groups that wouldn't overlook it if they found out Ravage was harboring remnants of the cult. The Bracer Guild, for example? They'd be dealing with more than just us. The church and even that nefarious society wouldn't sit still either. Even the society? Interesting. So maybe the society has lines that they won't cross either? Huh. In that case, this must mean that we're still missing some pieces of the puzzle. Some details that haven't come to light just yet. I mean, definitely, Marconi seems like the type of person who would only do something if it benefited him. And we already know that he got the drugs from the cult. So maybe it was some sort of exchange, right? Protection from the police for a miracle drug. Right. We don't have time to look into it right now, though. We need to focus our efforts on finding out just where the Mafia has vanished to and locating the missing persons. I'm certain that if we do so, it will help us unmask the remaining members of the cult. So, does that mean... partnership? So you guys are okay with partnering up with us? Yes? That's right. More than okay, in fact. We can't just stand idly by while some of our citizens have gone missing. Not to mention the trouble this drug can cause. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the help. Of course. Now that we're settled, we should decide how we want to split up our duties. Estelle and Joshua are with us. And then the rest of you guys can do whatever. We don't care. Gosh dang it. Putting aside Estelle and Joshua, what are the other members doing right now? Fortunately, Scott and Lynn don't have anything urgent to do. So, including Estelle and Joshua, that makes 7 of us. Okay, please call everyone here. I'd like to make sure we search the high-priority locations before the day is over. You got it. I'll go and contact them now. Thank you, we appreciate it. Your coordination never ceases to amaze me. It's the most powerful asset the Bracer Guild has in its arsenal. That reminds me, has Sergei given his approval for what you're doing here? Yeah, he's already granted us permission to cooperate with you. He offered his thanks to you too, Arios. Is that so? Aww. Arios. You worked under Chief Sergei back when you were part of the Force. And you were partners with my brother, right? That's right. It was Sergei, Guy, and myself. The 3 of us were considered the most successful team in the history of the Force. We accomplished more than any other group, including the First Division. However, I quit the Force 5 years ago due to personal reasons. And with that, the team was no more. Sergei went back to the Academy, and Guy was transferred to the First Division. And then, 2 years later, Guy was killed in the line of duty. Aww. Sometimes I think about how things might have turned out if I'd never left the Force. But I had my reasons for doing so, and was resolved to see them through. Even so, I still reminisce about those days sometimes. The glory days. Those handful of years I spent working alongside an eccentric boss and a hot-headed partner. To be honest, I'm jealous of your group. You are. Didn't think I'd ever hear that coming from the Divine Blade of Wind himself. If anything, I'd say we're the ones who should be jealous of the guild. Your members are free to help people however they see fit. The police have their own role to perform, just as the bracers have theirs. If it's the guild's role to pursue justice from outside the system, using their freedom from bureaucracy to help people, then the police's role is to pursue that same justice from within the system, burdened by the many contradictions authority places upon them. I'm sure you've come across said contradictions more than once by this point. There's something I grappled with in the past as well. Though they're often unreasonable, you may very well learn and grow from the challenge, just as I did. Pursuing justice while confronting the contradictions of authority. Do you think my brother pursued justice the same way too? Yes, I'm certain he did. In fact, it's most likely the reason Sergei fought as hard as he did, to establish the SSS. But that's enough lecturing for me for one day. You should work hard to find your own answers. That's probably what Guy would have wanted too. Right. Man, that's one heck of an assignment. We're back! Estelle! And they brought Shizuku! Oh, Estelle, Joshua, and Shizuku too. Your outfit's just so adorable, Shizuku. Thank you. Hello there, everyone. It's nice to see you again, Shizuku. Sounds like you're enjoying your day out, kiddo. I had to deal with some urgent requests, so I asked Estelle and Joshua to accompany her. I apologize for putting this on the two of you. It's no biggie. I'm super lucky I got the chance to hang out with sweet little Shizuku. She even let me squish those adorable cheeks of hers. Hey, Estelle. We're not sure it was a choice, honestly. Come on, Estelle. You're turning into some kind of cheek-pinching old aunt. But anyway, we heard the news from Michel. He said we were making an off-the-record alliance with the police. Is that right? Yes, I'll explain more once the other members have assembled. Do we have enough chairs? Lloyd, I'd like for the SSS to be here for the meeting, if possible. Of course. Once everyone had assembled, they received the current situation. After all of the responsibilities had been divvied up amongst the group, Lloyd and the others returned home to the SSS building. With Estelle and Joshua. And Shizuku. Well, based on how they are grouped, we got 1 out of the 3. So, we can't be too upset. Okay, we'll take good care of Shizuku. Chief Circuit and Sight are usually at the SSS building. They'll be able to keep watch, so you needn't worry over her. Right, thank you. Be a good girl and wait for me, Shizuku. Yes, Father. Please be careful out there, everyone. Of course, you don't need to worry about us. Honestly, we're the only ones who need worrying. Like... Yeah, I kinda wish we weren't so short-staffed, though. She's right. Once we all head out on our investigation, this place will be an open target. Is Michel gonna be okay? Are you guys really okay with this? Maybe we should have some of our members help with your investigation. Don't worry about it. Besides, you're supposed to be getting a call from that doctor about the drug's composition today, right? Who knows? Leave the missing persons to us. We can start preparing for the next mission. Still a bit hard to believe we're teaming up with the police. It's fairly common in Remithyria, but I never thought I'd see the day in Crossbell. Pleased to be working with you, everyone. If you say so. No, ma'am. The pleasure's all mine. Thanks. I appreciate it. If you run into any trouble, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be sure to let you know if we learn any new information. Alright, everybody. It's time to go out there and kick some butt. Yeah. Man, seeing all of them together there was a little overwhelming. We're all well aware of Arios' skill by now, but I could see why Estelle and Joshua are the guild's rising stars. All of the other members seem highly skilled as well. I'd be willing to bet everyone there was at least B rank. But dang, it's pretty rare for so many up-and-comers like that to all be at one guild branch. This must mean that the guild is really focusing their efforts on Crossbell. Looking at it another way though, you could say it means they're aware of how badly the CPD has its hands tied. Yeah, we'll just have to work twice as hard to keep up in that case. Sorry, Shizuku. I suppose it's not exactly professional of us to discuss this in front of you. Oh, it's okay. I don't mind at all. Besides, I've heard that my father was a police officer too, a long time ago. I know there are plenty of complicated problems happening right now. But this time, everybody's going to work together to fix them, right? That's right. At the moment though, I'd say it's more like they're helping us. Oh right, I just remembered. Were you able to give your dad that pendant you made the other day? Oh yes, I was. He stopped by the hospital to visit me last night, actually. I gave it to him then. I only wish I could have seen his reaction, though. After I handed it to him, he was silent for a bit before awkwardly thanking me. Aww. I bet he said something like, "I'll hold on to this." Yes, almost word for word. That's hilarious. I can certainly imagine him saying that. It sounds like not even the mighty Arios is a match for dear little Shizuku's charms. It just goes to show how important you are to him, Shizuku. Anyway, we should get you to the SSS building now. Mind holding on to my hand? Okay, thank you. By the way, is Kia there? She sure is. I bet right now she's busy playing with Sight. I'm sure she'd be delighted to have you join her. I can't wait. Alrighty, let's escort our little princess back to the castle. They're gonna be so cute together. The same day, 5 p.m. The music is awfully peaceful for all the stuff that's gonna go down. Aww, they're so cute together. What's with all the long faces? Oh, we know what's up. We still haven't gotten that call yet, have we? Probably because the guy went fishing instead of actually working on the drug. He's gotta be messing with us, right? Why is he so darn late? That lazy dog told us he'd call back around noon, didn't he? It's 5 p.m. right now. Yes, he did. I called the medical college, but apparently he shut himself up in his lab. Pretty sure voice recordings have been invented at this point. Just saying. Perhaps he ran into trouble while analyzing the drug's composition. Or, see, Tio knows. Tio knows. Or he's simply gone fishing again. Well, I don't think he'd do that to us this time at least. Lloyd has so much faith in people. The exact opposite of us. That doctor still hasn't got back to you with the results. No, sir. According to St. Ursula, he's holed himself up in his lab, running test after test. If things continue like this, it might be better to go talk to him face to face. Isn't that what we said when we were at the hospital last time? Do you know who prevented us from going in? Lloyd? Possibly. I want to know what that drug's made of before anyone else gets hurt. You four hurry to St. Ursula. Leave coordinating with the guild to me. Thank you, Chief. We'll leave right away. I guess we better go catch a bus down to the medical college. We told Lloyd. But did he listen? No. I'll take care of communication with the guild. So you guys hurry and head over to see Dr. What's-His-Name. Looks like Shizuku's with Kia. Yeah, Zai's with them too, so you don't gotta worry about stuff here. Alright, thank you very much. Let's go talk to Kia and Shizuku. We never did get to go back to Michelin. That just is very upsetting. And we never got to buy Tio her gift. Like, everybody else got a gift, but not Tio. And if this is the finale, can we just say we're very sad? Okay. Everyone, welcome back! Looks like you're already like 2 peas in a pod. Do you have to go to work now, guys? Yeah, we do. We'll be back soon enough, though. We will cook a big dinner together when we get back, okay? Shizuku can join us, too. Awesome! Look, if you pet him right here, he wags his big, fluffy tail! Oh, hello everyone. Sorry, we have to step out for a bit. Could we leave Kia and Zite to you, Shizuku? Of course. I'm just thankful. They're letting me join in and play with them. Well, you don't get to be out and about much, right? Stay as long as you want, Shizuku. Like, you know, forever. It's fine. We have extra rooms. Thank you, I will. Can I really pet him? I'm a little nervous. Aw, she looks so serious. Would he like cat food better than he likes fish? We don't know. But we have so much of it. We might as well, right? Oh! Okay. Not gonna lie, we were disappointed by the fish fillets. But this looks nice. Giving us a gift, eh? Okay, thank you. We appreciate it. Let's go talk to Oscar. Let him know. This might be the last time he sees us. How's it going, Lloyd? Out on another investigation? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Oscar. Just to be on the safe side, I've got to ask. You haven't seen anything unusual happen around here lately, have you? Like men in black suits hanging around. Unusual? Actually, Bennett lost her cool and stormed out of the store not too long ago. I have no clue what that was about, so I guess I'd mark that down as unusual. And I'd have to mark you down as just as tactless as ever. Regardless, it sounds like West Street is incident-free. Bennett baked a delicious loaf of bread and had me sample it earlier today. I doled out my honest critique, and then she just started freaking out and stormed out of here. The heck's up with her? Well, if it was delicious, maybe she stormed out of here out of happiness. Oscar and I gave Bennett's new bread high praise. She seemed dissatisfied with it, though. I thought the flavors were outstanding, but I wonder if it had to do with Oscar's reaction. I don't really get it, but whatever. She's getting to that age. That's hilarious. Or maybe she stormed out because she wanted Oscar to fall to his knees and cry over how her bread is so much better than his. I forced Oscar to have a taste of my latest creation, the magnum opus of my entire baking career. He took one bite, and you know what he said? Wow, this is delicious! I swear, no sane person just goes and compliments their rival's creations like that. Does he really think he could trick me so easily? Think again, buddy. Okay. If he really thought the bread was so great, he would have been stunned speechless by such a clear defeat. Yeah, it must have been a ruse. She did want him to fall to his knees. Darn that, Oscar! I'll keep training, baking, and one day, I'll leave him speechless. She wanted him in utter despair. Oh, okay. And what does your wife think about this very expensive purchase? Based on our interactions with this couple so far, probably not happy. That darn husband of mine went off and bought an orbital car. He didn't bother to ask me. That selfish oaf. I'm utterly shocked. How dare he act so selfishly? And what's worse, he didn't even invite her along for a ride. Something strange is going on out there. We've been getting non-stop phone calls today. Did something happen at Ravach & Co? Why would Ravach being empty warrant so many phone calls to the law office? Yes, this is Grimwood Law Office. Really? That's the first I've heard about it too. Yes, of course. No, I'm terribly sorry about all of this. If you need anything, please just give me a call. Excuse us for interrupting, Mr. Grimwood, but about that phone call. Oh, hello everyone. You heard a bit of that, did you? Well, it turns out no one has been able to get in touch with Ravach & Co. Because of that, I've been getting call after call from companies who do business with them and their competitors. Interesting. Their front business? I still have no idea what's going on. Lloyd, do you think this is related to... Wait, do you know something about this? There are still a lot of pieces we're missing, but we do know one thing for certain. Ravach & Co. is completely empty. All of its personnel, gone without a trace. You're absolutely positive. Please, Mr. Grimwood, we'd like for you to keep this confidential for now. The CPD is in the middle of figuring out how to best tackle the situation. So it might take some time to fully assess what's actually happened. I'm afraid that the chaos will only grow with the passage of time. Very well, I'll take care of any questions people may have about this, while you all focus on the investigation. If there's anything I could do to keep the situation from spiraling out of control, I'll do it. Thank you, sir. We'll leave that to you. You know, I doubt the Mafia will leave things like this for too long. I say we try to hurry it up. In the meantime, I'll start looking into Ravach & Co. The confusion surrounding this shouldn't spread too far for now, but I don't think you'll be able to keep it under wraps for longer than a day. I recommend you work quickly. Best guess? The cult member that gave them the drug double-crossed them. My wife has gone to visit Miss Crale. You see, Miss Crale and my wife are close friends. I'm sure Sophia is worried about her. It's wonderful that she has a friend she can lean on in times like these. I intend on supporting both of them, of course. To think that one of our neighbors would disappear, I'd like to assist you in any way possible. It's times like these that families need to support one another. Mama says she's going to our neighbor's house today. I'm going to sleep in Papa's bed tonight. But that doesn't explain how all of Ravach disappeared. Like, that had to have been of their own free will. Maybe they were tricked into leaving the city, but like, they had to have left the city willingly, right? The diet has adjourned for the year. I must say, this year's diet was certainly drawn out. But that's just proof of how steadfast and unwilling to back down we, the Republican faction, were. In any event, I'm relieved that the representative's daughter has returned home. After all, with the maid missing as well, there was no one to bring me tea. Wow. preparing the most delightful feast tonight. I hope my lady and the master will be pleased. Any recipes for us? No. Disappointing. It appears the diet's budget meeting has concluded. I suppose father will be arriving home sooner than anticipated. I have no other choice. I shall attend dinner with him. And not because he ordered me to. I simply had a change of heart, that's all. After all, I don't truly hate father from the bottom of my heart. Good luck, have fun. Will we ever get to go inside the haunted house? Hello? Aww. Oh, the special support section. Krail and sweet little Sunita have calmed down a little bit, though I'm sure they're still terribly worried. Not that I blame them one bit. After all, I was barely able to hold myself together when Colin went missing. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hayworth, but could you stay by their side a little longer? I assure you, the CPD is doing everything they can to locate Bond. Of course, leave them in my hands. We want to talk to the daughter. Aww. We don't speak cat. The cat is in the way. Seriously? It wasn't anything groundbreaking anyway. Alright, let's go shake Jonah down for information. What's up with you guys? Are you heading out somewhere? Yeah, there's something we need to do. Say, Jonah, is something wrong? You seem kind of cranky. I only woke up moments before you got here. Can't you cut me some slack? If you were half the detectives you claim to be, you'd be able to tell. What are we going to do with you? It's not like I have any right to tell him what to do, but he needs to get it together. Maybe we should contact the Epstein Foundation after all. Are we gonna sell out Jonah? Lloyd, you remind me of a doting guardian. Huh? I can see it too. Geez, you've got real dad energy these days, man. Wonder why. My head's killing me. Whenever I wake up, my keyboard game is always a little slow. Come on, Jonah. Couldn't you at least take a bath and step outside for a bit? Where would he take a bath exactly? In the pond outside? Entertainment district next. We'll just do a little circuit. We wish we could make some dough too. but we didn't get paid. Last chapter. Oh? You're not playing the slots today? Oh. He ran out of money. With what money? The fact that he is actually hoping Gonzo will return after what he did. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And we still get kicked out. Maybe we needed to interview the other members, you know, to figure out where Nikolai could have gone. Some detectives from the 1st Division came to question me about Ravage a little while ago. What a pain. I'm just a bartender. What would I know? From what we've seen, quite a bit. Oh? But if you have the recipe, wouldn't you be able to drink it whenever you wanted? Well, good luck, have fun. Oh, hey, Franz. Well, if those dudes manage to return, then take that as a signal to get the heck out of here. That's rough. Dude, we're so sorry. Not that there's any point in coming in here. Although Imelda does sell something that Tio can get. But knowing Imelda, we wonder if the item has been upcharged compared to if you buy it in Michelin. Rumor has it that Marconi and his men up and vanished. What in the world could have happened? So you know about it too. Well, when you're this close to their base, you're bound to hear what's what. Naturally. Then again, too many aspects of their disappearance are still foggy. Even my sources in the Diet and CPD leadership didn't provide me with any straight answers. That doesn't bode well. There is confusion on all fronts, it seems. Oh well, I'll have you kids work your fannies off for me. Trust me, you'll have to if you want to get this incomprehensible situation under control. Yes, ma'am, you can count on us. We'll get to the bottom of what's happening. What? We don't work for her. We're not doing it for you. Let's go talk to Wazi. Oh, in the guild. Maybe we'll find everybody else still here. Arios is in mines. Okay, that could be interesting. Estelle and Joshua are in Amorica. I've assigned members of the guild to search various locations throughout the state, so you can leave everywhere outside the city to us. Now go and give that drug investigation your full attention, okay? And this goes without saying, but you better take good care of Shizuku. Of course, we'd never let anyone hurt her. Don't worry, she's safe with us. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. The sun's already setting. Maybe I'll try my luck at some of the ponds out on the highway. We never did find that mystical, magical fish that he was talking about last chapter. Wait. Okay. Maybe we'll catch something too? We want to become divine anglers. That is our dream. Excuse me, customers. We're about to close. Move your ears if you want to buy something. She went from so polite to so not. You're telling me there was a bomb threat at the airport? It'd sure be a pain in my butt if that thing went and exploded. I suppose I'll just have to leave it in the perfectly capable hands of the CPD. Wow. Okay. Find that hard to believe, coming from a black market broker. It's sarcasm, Randy. Come on. That seemed like obvious sarcasm to me. See? Even Ellie can tell. There's nothing abnormal here. You should proceed with your investigation elsewhere. Sure, dude, sure. Walt's quick to get irritated. Our lives would be much easier if we could cure that short temper of his. You care for Walt a lot more than you let on, don't you? Have you been worried about the Saber Vipers all this time? I wonder. There's a part inside of me that just can't seem to leave Walt alone. Well, I am a little worried about our friends over in the Saber Vipers. You guys should probably get to work. Interesting. Whoops, evening already, eh? I was planning on heading down to the Foundation's branch in Crossbell, but it completely slipped my mind. You have business with the Epstein Foundation. Yeah, I was thinking about talking to old Roberts down there about a few things. Only problem is, the branch is located smack dab in the middle of the IBC. Dang it. I figured the IBC building's already closed for business at this time, so I'm out of luck. Just go to your friend's house? Oh, adios, it completely slipped my mind. You think the security guard kid would let me through if I told him I'm authorized? I mean, somebody there could probably call up, right? Buzz you in? Wald is getting ready to bust some heads in, apparently. Hey, punks, watch yourselves. Or are you looking for a fight? Because I'll give you one you won't ever forget. Whoa, let's calm down. He's obviously in a poor mood, so perhaps we shouldn't stay much longer. I am certain Wazi is more than capable of calming him down. Allow him to do it. They're all clearly very worried about, Dino. Walt, most of all, right? Harbor District, here we come. Let's see. Oh, we found Grace. Well, if it isn't my best friends. I overheard just the craziest thing. Has the entire Mafia seriously just up and vanished? Well... How are you able to get your hands on classified information like that? Imagine thinking us reporters don't have access to our own information networks. But anyway, I heard Gauss went missing after that big kerfuffle yesterday. And it's not just him. You hear the same thing happening to more and more people. Here one moment, gone the next. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a real bad feeling about this. I do too. We need to get a handle on what's going on, and fast. Oh, so you guys are chasing them down. Good to know. Okay, I think I've got the gist of it. You'd better hit me up with those juicy details if anything else happens. You may have divulged a bit too much information, Lloyd. Definitely too much. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like such an amateur. Well, cat's out of the bag now, so there's no use beating yourself up over it. Between Rivach's shenanigans and all these people going missing. Yep, I'd say we've gotten ourselves into quite the pickle. You guys better watch your backs if you plan on continuing the investigation. I can't have you dying on me when my next big scoop hinges on your success. Sure, we'll stay vigilant. You do well to heed your own advice, Grace. Okay, good luck, have fun. Yeah, we just can't go back to Mishlam. It makes us sad. Aw. All this time, my granddaughter has just been worried about my well-being. I may have been acting too stubborn, and yet you're still ignoring her. Okay. Okie dokie, guess we're not talking to Belle today. Okay, maybe this is a building that becomes accessible at some point. Then again, maybe not, because there's no door. But we think the B&E stands for like bait and equipment, like fishing equipment, because those definitely look like fish next to the letters. Maybe we can come here to buy fishing equipment. all right, Grandfather? I'm sure you're very busy right now. Oh yes, the session was prolonged by 3 days already. As a result, we have that much less time to prepare the budgetary arrangement for all parties. I know. I can tell you aren't very happy with me working overtime for so long. There's no need to be concerned. I'm sure it'll all be over after today. This old man can handle himself, so don't allow my work to distract you from your own. Yes, Grandfather, I understand. Shall we depart for the hospital then? Sounds like a plan. That's gonna be one fun conversation, we're sure. Oh, it's Lecter! We knew you didn't return to Erebonia. Oh, you guys like to read too. What a lucky coincidence. Nothing better than making friends with fellow bookworms, wouldn't you say? Huh? Well, that's... Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. I refuse to believe that he came here just to read. But it is almost unnatural how well he blends in. There's no use trying to wrap my head around it. Weren't you headed back to the Empire to handle business, Lecter? Oh, yeah, that's right. But just because I said I'd be in the Empire, doesn't mean I had to go very far. I was right by Belgar Gate. Oh, what, did we miss him? We never go to the gates, so... Missed opportunities. Near Belgar Gate. It couldn't be. Is he referring to Corellia Fortress? Ain't that bad news? The base is pretty darn important to the Empire. And the fact that Lecter can get in and out without any trouble. What does that imply, guys? Your ordinary civilian would never go there for simple business. I wish I was able to discern his identity, even just a bit. This joke. This must be the running joke now, because... Nice. I've wrapped up all the work I had left for the Empire. Looks like I'm free to screw around at Crossbell for a bit. I still don't get this guy. How much does he actually know? You don't have any information for us? No hints to help out? From the Empire's intelligence agency? Alright, we think this is the final stop in town. Oh, are you all going somewhere? Yeah, we're heading out to St. Ursula Medical College. You look exhausted, Fran. Are you okay? Oh, well... I've had people screaming at me on the phone over the lockdown all day. Jeez. There was a bomb threat, but it ended up being a false alarm. What a relief. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That's okay. All I need is a bit of rest and I'll be good to go again. That being said, you can always contact me for help whenever you need it, okay? Come rain or shine, I, Fran Seeker, will support you in any way possible. We're glad to have you, Fran. That makes it sound like something will pop up. he was probably just upset that we have to team up with the Bracer Guild. The only reason we fight these monsters are for the rewards. But they're really not that good. Okay. We wonder where this leads. To the dungeon? I mean, cells? There's no dungeons in the police department. We think that's everywhere we needed to go in town. So now we want to go visit Estelle and Joshua? Maybe we do Arios first. Wait, what? What? Does the bus not run at night or something? That is so mean. Because we want to talk to Arios. Stop, Lloyd, don't do this. This is the perfect time for detours. We'll never get this chance again. Don't you understand that, Lloyd? This is the finale. That means we will never get this chance again. We're assuming this means that we cannot visit Amorica either. But you know what? We're gonna try. Okay, this is the wrong... To you, who faithfully offers dishes, I give thanks. I believe the gracious Jizo is delighted to be visited by such kind, generous people. I pray you accept this humble token of my appreciation. Thank you, we appreciate it. Okay, this time they don't even let us out of the gate. Well, if we can't leave the city, we anticipate a very long cutscene as soon as we get to the hospital. So we're gonna leave things off here and pick back up next time.